Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's your old pal, Mr. Butter, coming back at you. The year 2023 is almost in the books. We're getting real close to Christmas, and whether you're doing some last-minute shopping for a sneakerhead in your family, or maybe you get some money for Christmas and you're looking for a nice pair of kicks to spend your money on, today I want to cover 5 pairs of Jordans that I love that are available for under retail right now. If you're into kicks and you feel like hanging out, then hit that subscribe button. Let's take a look at these 5 pair of Jordans that are available right now for under retail. So I've been saying it throughout the year, it has just been a great year for building a sneaker collection. Whether you're new to collecting or if you've been doing it for a while like me, I was really able to pick up some heat this year and I didn't have to break the bank doing it, so I'm a big fan of that. I don't care if resale stays low. I don't care if sneakers stay affordable and accessible to everybody. Actually, I hope next year is just like this because I don't make my living reselling sneakers and I wish that they were more accessible to everybody. I tried to grab a little bit of a variety in this list. There's going to be a collab. There's going to be some that aren't very recent. There's going to be some that were just a couple weeks ago. But anyhow, without any further delay, let's get into 5 pairs of Jordans that I love that you can get for under retail right now. This is actually going to be the oldest pair that I review, meaning this pair actually released about a year ago in 2022. But this is the Cardinal Jordan 7. This is an OG colorway. And I'll tell you what, nothing really gives me those 90 vibes like the 6 and 7 silhouettes. This obviously is a 7. However, it just takes me back. Shoes like this, shoes like the Carmine, it reminds me of the Dream Team era and just when I was at my height of being a fan of Michael Jordan. The style is really timeless. Right now, it seems like the 90s style is really in, so I'm loving it. I'm getting to wear baggy jeans like I wore back in school, and things like this really go well with that kind of outfit. But this is a classic Jordan shoe, an OG. I love the colors on this. It's not hard to throw outfits together with because primarily we just have a white upper, but the Jordan brand really did this one right. They say that this is the closest to the original pair that we've seen since 1992. I think these have been released 3 or 4 times and it's just a classic pair of kicks. I've actually seen these in store at my local Finish Line up to as recently as a couple months ago. And like I said, they dropped about a year ago, but for me, this is about as classic as it gets. It really takes me back. If you've got a Jordan fan, if you've got a sneakerhead that you need to buy for, or if you got a couple bucks in your pocket, you can grab this pair of kicks right now for well under retail in most sizes. It might be different if you wear like a huge size, like a size 15. I didn't look at all that, but for me, I wear a size 10 or 10 and a half, and all these shoes that I'm showing you today are available for under retail in my size. This is the first pair of Jordans I love that you can get for a bargain, and let me know what you all think about these. All right, next up, I figured we'd go with a more recent release. I think this is the most recent released pair out of anything on my list. I heard a lot of mixed opinions about these. This is a Craft Jordan 4. This is the olive colorway. This isn't like your normal Jordan 4 in that it doesn't have the netting on the side or at the base of the tongue, and even the overlays are kind of mismatched and put together a little bit differently than what we typically see. The eyelets here at the top are held on by leather instead of just your standard like rubber or plastic, but I really like the style of these. I love the colors of these, and I also just like that it's something different. Typically, Jordan 4s are really hard to get for retail, let alone getting them for under retail. But with this pair, maybe it's just bad timing. Maybe it's just because there's no resale, so the masses are calling them bricks. However, whatever it is, I think this is a really nice looking pair of shoes, and the materials on here are really nice. The base is a pretty premium feeling nubuck. And then all these overlays, you have green suede of different lengths. and I just like all the texture that you have on this shoe. I like the different materials that we got on this, like that leather you can see has a crackling effect. And I think with this cream colored midsole surrounding that visible air unit, and then kind of the opaque rubber that we have for the heel tabs, I just think these things look great. And I know it's not your standard Jordan 4, but this to me looks nice. It's refreshing, it's something different, and I'm a big fan of these. But just like the first pair, right now in my size on resale sites, it's currently going for about 20 bucks below retail, or you can still find these for retail and then use some like status rewards or some bonus points and that kind of thing to get a discount. I love that we're able to get these sought after Jordan silhouettes and get them for a bargain. I think it's a great time. But anyhow, I really like the style of these. This really doesn't have a sporty look to it. It definitely looks like more of a lifestyle shoe. It almost has ACG vibes or something like that. But all that being said, I think this is a unique Jordan 4. It's a great silhouette, and I really like this pair of kicks. Let me know what you think about these olive 4s. All right, so next up on my list of Jordans I love that are available for under retail is the black toe Jordan 1 Low. This is about as classic of a colorway as it gets. The black toe colorway is of course an OG colorway. The Jordan 1 High and the Jordan 1 Low have become much easier to get this year, and I'm all for it. The Jordan 1 remains one of my favorite silhouettes of all time. It still might be my favorite Jordan silhouette of all time. They're really easy to wear. It's not hard to style them, and I'm one of those people, I don't mind having a Jordan 1 High or Low in every color available. I think the colors are really nice of these, and like I said, it's just such a classic colorway with really cool color blocking, and the materials are really nice. I actually like this pair so much whenever they dropped this summer that I got 2 pair and I held on to both of them. This is a pair I'll be able to wear quite often, and I don't mind having another pair on ice just because I think this style is timeless, and like I said, I really like the materials that they used, and I love how these things came out. Whether you're looking at retailers and they might be on sale, or if you look at resale sites like GOAT, StockX, or eBay, you should be able to find these for under retail in most sizes, and I think that's a wonderful thing. I really like how they can be dressed up, or you can just rock them casually. This is one of those pairs of shoes that you can wear to the office and get away with it. I've always been a huge fan of the Jordan 1, whether it's a high or a low, and I think this pair came out beautifully. So this is another pair I would highly recommend if you're looking for a pair of Jordans for under retail. I did mention earlier that I had a collab to show y'all, and this one is probably the craziest looking pair out of all of them. This is a Union LA and Beffy's Beauty Supply collab along with the Jordan brand, and this of course is a Jordan 1, but I have never seen a Jordan 1 that looks like this. I did say whenever these first dropped, I wish they would have dropped earlier in the summer, because I feel like this, to me, is a shoe that I would wear when it's sunny out, not when it's cold out. It feels like wintertime out here. There's no snow on the ground yet, but it's definitely cold, and you never know when there's going to be salt on the ground or if it's just going to be muddy and mucky and all that stuff. Well, I don't think this shoe looks very good for the wintertime, but I think once summer comes around, this little pop that we have, a turquoise up there at the top, the hits of yellow, and also the premium leather that they used on this, I think this is a phenomenal pair, and I was actually really surprised to see that these are available for under retail right now. Before I got these in hand, I kind of questioned if they would be able to pull this off. I just thought that the shape of them would probably be a little bit off and a little bit misshapen, but these things are sleek, and I'm just a huge fan of the way this collab came out. If you got somebody in the family that's a little bit more modern, or you got a couple bucks in your pocket and you're looking for a modern, stylish pair of Jordan 1s, but something different than the norm, I think this is a great option. And like I said, right now in my size, I think these are going for $20 or $30 below retail. And for this shoe, this style, and how well these came out, I think that's a great deal. So let me know what you think about these summer of '96 Jordan 1s. All right, and last but not least, I had to bring these out. This might be my favorite pair from this whole list, and these are probably the most affordable from the whole list as well. Right now, I think in my size, these are available for $20 or $40 under retail, and this, of course, is the royal blue Jordan 1 High, but this is from that Reimagined series, and basically that just means that the Jordan brand has taken all these iconic silhouettes and iconic colorways, and they're doing them up a little bit differently than what they originally did. It all started with the patent leather breads, where they gave us patent leather instead of a standard leather that we would get on a Jordan 1. But then earlier this year, we saw the Reimagined Cement 3s, and those are absolute fire as well. But this pair right here, I think came out beautifully. Some people were turned off because it's nubuck and it's suede on the upper. I think that's the main reason why people didn't go crazy for these. But for me, being a Jordan fan since the 80s and growing up as a kid watching him, the Royal Jordan 1 is one of my absolute favorite Jordan 1 colorways. As soon as I see it, it immediately takes me back, and I really think that this blue just kind of glows off of there with that nice black upper. And again, I think the materials on these are really nice. It's a really classic style, and for anybody that's a sneakerhead or anybody that's a fan of Jordan, there's no mistaking what this shoe is whenever you see it. Some people were turned off by the materials, and that's unfortunate. However, I grabbed 2 pair of these because I like them that much, and I think the style is phenomenal. I love that color of blue, and I'm just really pumped to have these in the collection. That was my list. Let me know if you think I'm crazy. Let me know what shoes you like that are available for under retail right now, whether it's a Jordan or not. I was going to do just a wide list including all brands. However, I couldn't limit it, so I just figured I would grab a couple pairs of Jordans that I had sitting handy that were all available for under retail right now. But anyhow, I appreciate y'all watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful holiday season. I cannot thank you enough for all the support you've given the channel this year. We've really grown a whole lot, and I can't wait to see what next year brings. But I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will catch you on the next one. I'm out.